Hey everyone, Plasma Dragon 15 here with a UU match against somebody from UGL, SanderKover, I believe it is. Yeah, his link will be in the description anyway. I'm not sure what's his name exactly, but yeah. But this is a UU match. He's using a team of his, Ambipom Elite So Creative, and I'm just using random novelty Pokemon that I made. And yeah, every one of these Pokemon on my team are my idea. I don't care what anybody says. Well, somebody might have created them in the past, but I just made them off the top of my head when I was sobbing. But anyway, I switch out expecting you to fake out, and Torkoal takes that like a beast. Then I know he's going to U-turn out, so I go for Earth Power instead of Fire Blast. Then he brings in a Blaziken, so that's super effective, and yeah. So he goes for a Vacuum Wave here, and that did a lot, but I end up going for an Amnesia, so it's definitely not going to kill me now unless he gets to get a crit, and as you guys know, my luck is horrible. Like, seriously. But yeah, he doesn't get a crit, luckily, and then I go for a Rest, and that Blaziken is sad that he's watching all of my HP go right back up. So yeah, a Resto Chesto with Torkoal is awesome. I don't care what anybody says. Now, I knew he was going to switch out, so I probably should have gone for Fire Blast, but I just wanted to play safe and go for Earth Power. I don't know why, but yeah. And that doesn't even do half to a freaking Ambipom. That's how sad it is. But yeah, he U-turns out, and I probably should have predicted that too and gone for Earth Power. But yeah, I just end up going for Fire Blast as he brings in a Rhyperior. Happy day, a Rhyperior. Guess what? It's a Rock Polish one, because who doesn't use Rock Polish Rhyperior? I mean, seriously, UU's becoming like the freaking OU with like OU of UU, like freaking Rhyperior, Raikou, and stuff like. Did I seriously just say Raikou? But anyway, yeah, I just use Earth Power as he Rock Polishes, big surprise. And here is what is epic about Torkoal: a freaking Adamant, Max Attack, Rhyperior with Life Orb, Earthquake, Stab, and I live on 2 HP, and it's super effective. That's how epic Torkoal is. Like, seriously, Torkoal has earned my respect today. But yeah, oh my god, I still cannot believe I lived that. But then he kills me off, so that's sad. But yeah, Torkoal did amazing. I'm proud of you, Torkoal. Yeah, so he's about to die from Life Orb, so I send an Umbreon, and I use Sucker Punch because this is probably the most fucked up Pokemon set that I've ever created. And I don't really get to show it off too much for Umbreon because, well, he didn't have certain Pokemon I could use against it. But yeah, but I might get to show it off later in some other vid, because this Umbreon is freaking epic. But yeah, I mean, just look at that. He took a Technician Life Orb Fake Out and lived with like 70 HP. I mean, seriously. Well, it took only 70 HP. That was awesome. But yeah, the U-turn is obvious, so I go into Seviper to take it. As he goes into Blaziken, I'm like, oh shit, Blaziken, guess what, bitch, I'm Scarfed. And yeah, he dies. To an Earthquake, so that's pretty cool. And at this point, he knows I'm Scarfed, probably. If he doesn't, that's pretty sad. So his Blaziken dies. And Seviper's pretty cool. And he sends an Ambipom. I know the fake out is coming because it's obvious. I mean, seriously. So I go back out into Umbreon to make a fool out of that Ambipom again. I take a fake out like a beast because custom EV sets for the EV spreads for the win. And yeah, he goes for Focus Punch here. I was hoping that Sucker Punch works with that, and it does, luckily, so I know I could have taken a Focus Punch anyway, but anyway, I still didn't want to get hit by one, because that would have been mean. But yeah, Sucker Punch killed him off, and he sends in Hitmonchan. Now, I really do not want to take close combat, so I switch out into Seviper, as he predicts the switch and goes for a T-Punch, even though close combat would have still done more. But yeah. So I figured that I was Scarfed, that I'll be faster, but it turns out that thing is Scarfed too, which I kind of probably should have figured then I didn't see Life Orb. But yeah, so I go out into Donphan, and I predict the switch and go for a Rock Polish as he sends in some Sceptile, and guess what? It's a Spec Sceptile with Leaf Store. How creative is that? But yeah, I go for Stone Edge and I miss. I mean, seriously, my luck has been really bad lately, but I miss Stone Edge. And yeah, I take a Spec Sleep Storm in the face. I thought I could live with Donphan because Donphan's just that pro, and I die. But yeah, I die to Leaves shot in a storm-like fashion. And yeah, now this is the star of the match, my Espeon. My Espeon. He takes a Spec Sleep Storm like a pro. Did less than 100 HP after Leftovers recovery, and even though it's like -2 is special attack, I mean, come on, man, still, Specs Leaf Storm. So I Toxic him, and I predict a switch, so I use Toxic again on the switch, and he goes into a Manectric, which is cool, because I like Manectric a lot, actually. So yeah. I know these things carry Signal Beam usually, but I figured I can take one unless he specs, but guess what, he specs, so that kind of screwed me over. Yeah, specs Signal Beam, Espeon, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Yeah. Guess what, I freaking live at like low yellow. That's how awesome a max HP, max special defense Espeon is, like seriously, a specs Signal Beam from a Manectric. And I live that well. So that is cool. It actually does less than half of my HP because Morning Sun recovered more than what Signal Beam did. So that's really cool right there. So my special wall Espeon is making a fool out of this Specs Manectric, and I'm just Morning Sunning as he gets hurt by Toxic more. And yeah, I'm just getting more HP and he's just getting hurt more and more, so pretty obvious he's going to switch because it's looking pretty bad for him. So I go for Psychic. Even though he probably thought I would go for Morning Sun again, but I didn't. And I Psychic on the switch, and even with no special attack investment, it still does more than half to a Sceptile, and they have pretty decent special defense actually. So that's pretty cool. And a Specs Leaf Storm, max special attack from a freaking Sceptile, and I live. Oh my goodness, this Espeon is freaking amazing, like seriously. A Specs Leaf Storm from a Sceptile, and I live at 66. And I wasn't even at full HP either. So, yeah. Then, I predict to switch again, so I just go straight for a Psychic instead of, Morning Sun. And I'm actually pretty surprised that the Psychic didn't kill a Manectric. Because, like, seriously, I mean, like, Manectric has, like, paper-thin defenses. I'm pretty sure would have died to that, but whatever. So yeah, he switcheroos me, and I kind of saw that coming because switcheroo Manectric's on the rise lately, but I really didn't care at this point because I knew it was pretty much a good game from here. So yeah, I just Morning Sun just in case he used Signal Beam, because he's going to die from Toxic this turn anyway. So he took my leftovers like a douche and then he died from them. So yeah. Espeon just made a fool out of his freaking Specs Pokemon. And yeah, he sends in Hitmonchan. I want to see what he locks himself into, so I stayed in even though I'm locked on Morning Sun. And a Thunder Punch does less than half, and Espeon has freaking horrible defense. Like seriously, I'm really impressed with that. This is why the evolutions are the most epic Pokemon ever, and I just noticed that my Espeon is named Pussy and it's a guy. I need to change that, but yeah. So expecting a T-Punch, I go into Lantern, and yeah, this is pretty sad for me actually. Like I didn't want Espeon or Umbreon taking a Leaf Storm, so I just let Lantern get raped by a Choice Specs Leaf Storm from a Sceptile, and I definitely can live that. And yeah, Lantern dies. Unfortunately, I didn't even get to show it off. That was my Agility Life Orb sweeping Lantern. I mean, come on. So I go back out into Espeon, and at this point it's just a freaking Espeon sweep with Psychic. And I'm a freaking wall Espeon, so that's kind of sad, actually. So yeah, at this point it's a Choice Specs wall Espeon sweep. And even with no special attack investment, its special attack is like seriously high for NU, that is. And look at this, a Specs Energy Ball, Overgrow, Sceptile Energy Ball. Like, did I say Energy Ball twice? Yes, I did. But a Specs Overgrow Energy Ball. And I live at yellow. That is freaking amazing. Espeon, you are amazing. So yeah, good game, SanderKover, and see you guys later.